Japan, who had been a signatory to the 1864 Geneva Convention, would initially treat Chinese prisoners as they would their own soldiers, but after the Battle of Pyongyang, such humanity would no longer be displayed by the Japanese. Enemy combatants would often be found with slit throats and bullet wounds in their backs, supposedly because taking more prisoners would stretch their supplies too thin as Japanese forces continued moving inland. Regardless, the callousness and cruelty of the Japanese was apparent. Meanwhile, Western nations had taken great interest in Japan's victorious campaign, recognizing them as not just a new world power but the foremost power in all of Asia, all the while drawing flattering comparisons to various other nations. The war would come to an end in April 1895, less than a year after its outbreak, and while Japan would ultimately give up on reforming Korea merely a month after the war's conclusion, and their efforts would be quickly undone by King Gojong, they would eventually annex Korea in 1910. Now that seems like a lot to consider when discussing the Gestalian Empire in Final Fantasy VI,